It's not a beer, boys, it's Pepsi Zero Sugar. Because we gotta get summer shredded. Welcome to this video. I'm in the garage. I sound like Ty Lopez and I'm wearing my Call of Duty skin outfit. I wanna call these talks like truth bomb talks, because the purpose of this video and these talks is to not to put you down, but to hopefully spark some inspiration or motivation to help you level up physically and mentally. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm your new favorite redhead friend. But I help guys transform their lives physically and mentally, and so they can chase their potential and ultimately live the best lifestyle. I've been in a lot of ruts in my life, and I've a lot of confusion, and I just turned 30, and I feel like I'm building momentum, and I want to share my thoughts and bring more awareness and a different perspective around different challenges that you may be facing in your life. So in this video, I want to talk about how you might be self-sabotaging yourself in many different ways when it comes down to using a lot of excuses to why you can't actually build your dream physique and the lifestyle that you want. I think the first one is time. You don't need more hours in a day to build your dream physique and the lifestyle that you want. You need to start doing the shit that matters, that moves the needle forward. Like, think about it. There are guys who are staying in good shape year round, and they have the same amount of hours in the day that you claim not to have enough of. And really, what's the difference? I mean, it's not motivation, it's not God-like genetics, it's not an easier life. Sure, they could be taking roids. Sure, they could be more gifted through their physique, but at the end of the day, they still have the same amount of hours you have in your day. So the crazy thing is, you probably know what to do. Maybe you need to work on a few different things or build some education around your diet and your training. But the craziest part is, like, you probably know how to start building the momentum. You're just not taking the action. So let me ask you this, like, really, how much longer are you going to wait for you to actually start showing up for yourself and changing your life? Because the truth is, like, time isn't your real enemy. It's a lack of direction and clarity. So remember when I was talking about how you probably know what to do, you're just not doing it? If you're telling yourself that, like, dude, I know what to do, I'm just not doing it, I feel like what that actually means is you're avoiding accountability because you're actually scared to face yourself. This is ego disguising itself as self-awareness. So, you know, knowledge isn't power, execution is. You're gonna learn more about yourself by just taking action. Another one where I feel like you might be self-sabotaging yourself is you're telling yourself, I'll start to act on things once things slow down. So I get it. Like, if there's certain life events happening within your family, or, you know, scary things like health scares and all that, I get it. But if you're just maybe saying that to yourself about work, like, yeah, I'll start once things slow down at work, or, you know, there's a lot going on with, like, maybe you have kids or whatever, you're starting a family. Dude, what you're telling yourself is that there's gonna be, again, like, a perfect time to take action. I think it's better to take action right now when there's a lot of chaos, because then once you do take action, you fully commit, you burn the boats, you go all in, you'll adjust to that new pressure where there's a lot going on. So when it does eventually slow down and you build the momentum and progress you need, it will be a piece of cake. You're just waiting on life to become convenient enough to take action. When, yeah, reality is, like, most things, I feel like life is always gonna be crazy, man. I feel like for a guy, like, especially guys in their 20s and 30s, like, there's just a lot going on, you know? There's another one, telling yourself that work is too crazy right now. It's like the same one of saying you're gonna wait till things slow down. I feel like that's you telling yourself, I don't know how to lead myself under pressure, so I just go into survival mode. But growth doesn't wait for permission. Leadership actually starts within the chaos itself. So again, when there's a lot going on, that's the perfect time to start, man, because you will push through, you will persevere, and once you build that momentum and see that progress, and things do slow down at work or within the household, then it will be easier for you to maintain the results that you've already built up, because there's not as much pressure. Telling yourself that you need to get your mindset right first before you take action in your health and fitness goals. So mindset plays a huge role in all of this stuff. I mean, you can try all the crazy diets and new workout splits, you know, hypertrophy, strength training, you can go into science-based stuff, you can go into carnivore, this and that. But really, at the end of the day, the mindset plays the most important part of all of this. But by you telling yourself that you need to fix your mindset first before you start is like total whack, because you actually need to do the actions first in order to build the mindset to maintain the result, or to get to the results you want and maintain it. So, you know, I feel like, for example, like look at Michael Jordan. When I watched that crazy Bulls documentary on YouTube, Chicago Bulls, you know, the guy showed up, he was talented, but he showed up when he was new on the team, he was younger, but he didn't really become that GOAT or that feared guy on the court once he just started doing more of the work in order to build that mindset of like Michael Jordan, right? So you can't expect to have an elite level mindset by like waiting until the elite level mindset happens and then you're like, okay, I'm ready mentally and now I'm gonna take action. Like, dude, like that's probably not gonna happen. You need to take the action first in order to build that mindset and how you think, how you act, and how you move throughout your day to persevere, to continue to see progress with your physique and with your mindset, right? I'm not perfect. I still have, you know, down days where I feel like I don't want to do the work. I'm like, oh my God, I would rather just like order food in. I'd rather just sit my ass on the couch, eat potato chips. I would rather not get up and eat the frog, do the hardest task first thing in the morning. Like I struggle with it too. And I've struggled with this when it came down to quitting my job and going full-time in my business. I kept telling myself stories like, you know, I have to work on my mindset first before doing this. Like, no, I just had to actually quit my job, burn the boats, and then build the mindset that was needed for me to continue to show up in my business to maintain, to put food on the table. So the mindset doesn't happen first. The actions happen first, then the mind is gonna follow. But you need to like get yourself out of this rut, man. And you need to, again, build clarity and direction of where you're trying to go and actually ask yourself, get to know yourself. Do you really want this? Because if you don't, stop wasting your time. Stop wasting the mental energy telling yourself you want to improve your body and your mindset and all these different aspects coming up of you self-sabotaging yourself and waiting for this like perfect moment, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for the perfect mindset, waiting for work to calm down, waiting for other things in life to happen perfectly. Because again, like I feel like it's a lot more rewarding to just start taking action now, and within the midst of chaos. Like it feels good when there's a lot going on, you just start doing it because it's scary, man. Like change is scary, but it's a lot. If there's a lot going on, you just need to do it, and you can find the time. If I can find the time, you can find the time. You know, I was working 8 hours a day, like, you know, like a 9-to-5 job. I was building a business and going to the gym and competing. Sure, I didn't have any kids at the time, whatever, but like I still had a lot going on and I made it work. So you can make it work as well. These truth bomb talks are just here to spark some inspiration and like motivate you, but like please don't continue to show up to these videos and not take action. Because if I were to meet you in person and you're at, you know, point A, you're trying to get to point B, you're trying to build the dream physique and lifestyle and do all these amazing things by getting in good shape, maybe finding your dream girl, maybe having the confidence to ask for a promotion at work because you're working on yourself, you hold yourself to a higher standard. All these different things you're chasing, and you watch these videos for the next 2 years and you don't do anything about it, and I were to meet you in person, I'd be very upset with myself because I feel like I'm not actually like doing what I need to do in order to get you to move forward. And I can't force you to, but again, what I'm trying to do is help bring a lot of clarity and awareness and another perspective around this of how to think. So I hope you like this video. I'm gonna start doing more of these, just kind of talking about how I view things and how I feel like it could help you tremendously. So that's it for me, man. And yeah, I'm gonna go for a rip on the bike and go for a workout. So I'll see you around. Subscribe to the channel if you liked it. Peace out, guys.